Yes, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, good night. Depending on location from where you're watching. From this Mazi Nnamdi Media Communications coming to you from Lagos Live. With your normal analyst, Raf, aka Tresvant. Yesterday court was a disappointment, to every faithful Biafrans because Nigerian court, the judiciary again has decided not to award Mazi Nnamdi application to come from Sokoto to FCT. That's Kuje prison. You know how dangerous Sokoto prison was. In the past, when Awolowo was about going to prison during the era of Tafawa Balewa and Nnamdi Azikiwe, they actually jailed him in the north, to be precise, Sokoto prison or Kuje. But what happened was that Nnamdi Azikiwe was having pity over his opponent, and the rightest opponent in Nigeria, closest man, was Awolowo then. Zik had pity with him. Zik said, no, let's transfer him to Southern prison so that the Hausas will not buy him, so that they won't kill him. So the order by Zik, who was then Nigerian president, was at least, complied. They complied and took him to Calabar prison. That was why Awolowo lived a long life. The Fulani Janjaweeds would have pied him in the north. You see it? This time around, an innocent man, an innocent Igbo man, an innocent Southerner. We are all one in Southern Nigeria. Igbo man is equivalent to Yoruba man because we are all from the same region, South. Jailed in the north, and his kinsmen, his father, his siblings, Biafrans, all Igbos were agitating for transfer of Mazi Nnamdi from a dangerous prison that is exposed, vulnerable to terrorist attack in Sokoto, to be transferred to Kuje prison in Abuja, at least 50-50. This administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu rejected the application under the watch of an attorney general, a Yoruba man, under the watch of the chief of the whole justices, council of justice that actually determined what happened yesterday. They rejected it. They struck it out. So is it good? Does it not implicate that we are running a tribalocracy as a democracy? A system of government whereby the president and his kinsmen and clans are in charge, designated with all the federal agencies excommunicating other tribes, especially like people from southeastern Nigeria. So what happened to Mazi Nnamdi yesterday is obviously indicated that Igbo man is not in this regime. 2, Igbo man is not needed in Nigeria. 3, they hate exit of Biafra from Nigeria, yet they don't want to do the needful. They don't want to include us into the leadership, yet they don't want Biafra to go. Because Mazi Nnamdi has committed no crime whatsoever. Even the prisons where he was sent doesn't want it. The charges under which he was convicted, he did not commit crime, wasn't or isn't embedded on our constitution. So why sentencing him? Why condemning a man that was fighting for the freedom of his people? Why this kind of animosity and hatred of Mazi Nnamdi? It is too obvious that Nigerian state has forgotten in a haste what actually transpired in 1966, 67, 68, 69, and finally 1970, when it abruptly come to an end. And it was declared that nobody was defeated, nobody was a conqueror, that nobody won. But I'm telling you that we're in a modern science and technology, that anybody that is posing a fight for Igbo man should first of all think and reason well. And such a person, I still suggest, has difficulty in memorization. Memorizing the past is what will give you edge over every situation that has to do with fight, war, because you should have remembered the past. History has to do with the past. There was war, it is in the past, and you should learn from the past war. So I don't know why somebody should wake up in Nigeria and be thinking of, stopping or destroying Igbo man. Igbo man, I think, I believe, still is indestructible, invincible as well. There's no how you will begin a strife with an Igbo man and you prevail over him. It is not possible on the continent of Africa, anywhere in the world. They are there. What I'm saying is that what is going on currently has actually indicated that tribal antagonism is going on in this administration of Bola Ahmed Tinubu, which is why Kanu has been denied his right since November to transfer this case to Kuje so that Kanu will have easier access or passage to the appeal court, where we know that everything will happen. But Nigeria, never forget in a haste, I'm referring to federal government right now, that Mazi Nnamdi is now a citizen of Georgia. Georgia is one of the states in America. They have given him certificate of citizenship. This is a global recognition, indicating that Nigeria is having an American citizen detained illegally. Igboho was the other day removed from the numbers of Nigeria in exiles as all the elders of the Yorubas beckon on Tinubu, begging him, asking him to forgive. Tampering justice without mercy, Igboho's name was removed from the exiles. And I saw most of my Yoruba friends, battling with me, telling me it means that the Ohanes and Igbo and the elders in Igbos are not, consulting Tinubu for a very long time. I said, no, Ohanes and Igbo has actually consulted Tinubu, begged him over time, and all the beggings and consultations and dialoguing with these Ohaneses and politicians, elder politicians like Emeka Anyoko was there for how many years, times? Ezife until his death was there. Yes, Emeka Ezife. He could not listen to them. So we should forget all this. The other man, Igboho, was at least fighting for freedom. This one, Mazi Nnamdi, fighting for freedom. Why not release this man and release the other man? It is unfair. You will find out that what is happening is tribal antagonism. It is no longer political business as usual. It has been translated into right now, if you ask me, tribal antagonism, which is too little to our, infantile democracy. This democracy is still too young for some persons to forget what transpired in 1966, when it was obvious that our politicians have become political profiteers, predating on our tax fund, national cake, money, public fund, siphoning money, giving out contracts, asking for 75% of the contract amount. And that was what actually led to the first ever bloodiest coup Nigeria has ever had. And they happen there for people to learn from the past, which is, of course, even challenging the current crops of Nigerian politicians who are busy, looting money, predating on public funds, forgetting that the military officers are still zealous to do normal business. Okay, the normal business a military man is supposed to do is what? When the civilians, government, politicians are going it the wrong way, they stage a comeback. It might be bloody, it might not be bloody, but just to sanitize the society and the economy. The military has rights to come to justify the coup. But today we are seeing a crop of military officers that are even overzealous too, more deadly than the politicians with pot belly. No military man, soldiers, general, colonel that is not having pot belly in Nigeria. Why are you having pot belly when you're supposed to be a physical man? So physically fit soldiers are doing away with pot belly. They have good physical fitness, good physical shape, body shape that defines their physical superiority over the civilians and the other forces. But today in Nigeria we see aphobia, that is protruded stomach as a result of too much big stout. That's the Nigerian militaries, Nigerian soldiers. That's why they don't ask how. the politicians are looting our money, with impunity. What happened in 1966 is not anything to compare to what is happening currently. That's why we are shouting and ranting still that Nigeria is finished. Nigeria actually is finished. It's no longer Nigeria we used to know. They have ruled and ruled and ruled us into Atlantic Ocean. So that is what is going on. The coup currently staged in 2025, 1st October to be precise. Everybody could see it that it was a northern coup. The Hausas, the Fulanis, they decided to oust and remove Tinubu on 1st October 2025, but as God had it, the Fulani Janjaweeds and all the Hausa components in the Nigerian military, they failed. This has shown how greedy the Hausas have gone. I mean the Fulanis, have actually gone to sustain power in the north, holding on to power. And these are people that are from Sahel countries. They are all from desert. They are not originally Nigerians. But they keep on staging coups on and on, often and often. Look at the numbers of the coup plotters, 99% Fulani Hausas. Why do these people always like to cling on power in Nigeria? I mean the coupists currently that wanted to remove Tinubu. All of them are Hausa men. Fulani man is Hausa man. We don't care because two of them, they have, coexisted for over 3 centuries. So tell me the reason why a Fulani man should not be referred as Hausa man. Tell me the reason why an Hausa man should not be referred to a Fulani man. Because they have been living for a very long time with the Fulanis introducing their forefathers' dangerous religion, that is Islam. The Hausas bought into it, and all the traditional watch pass in Hausa land, all the Christians, they actually bought into Arabic religion, which is Islam. And that has actually made them so, cohesive, and, mixed up for over 300 years now. So it is very difficult for the Hausa and Fulani to separate themselves because they have intermarried over years, many years. So Fulani man is an Hausa man, is settled. Why are they still, looking for power when it is obviously indicated that for 66 years of Nigeria independence, Hausa Fulani has been in power for 47 years. Out of that 67, just imagine how many years left for the Southerners. Only 27. no, only 20. Or let's say 19. Yeah, only 19. The rest, Hausa Fulani. And I'm still blaming, the Southern counterpart, because Southern counterparts, they don't love themselves. The Urobo, the Soko, the Ejo, the Igbo, the Efik, the Bibio, the Yoruba, the Kalabari, all of us, we don't love ourselves. You can see what is going on currently. A Yoruba man is a president. He released his brother that was agitating for freedom of Oduduwa Republic. Refusing to release the Igbo man that is actually agitating for emergence of Republic of Biafra. That has been, defined this government as one of the most tribalized government Nigeria has ever had. And you can see it, Mazi Nnamdi is still languishing in jail. After trying his best yesterday, he could not even make it to Abuja because there is this hold up. He was stuck at Abuja's prison. Too late for him to come out because of what? Hold up. People are Sokoto people, he was stuck at the Sokoto prison because the Sokoto prison was stopped. Many Sokoto indigenes, were anxious to catch a glance, of the man that is globally recognized today as one of the most famous Nigerian. So it is too difficult to believe that Southerners could hurt themselves to this level. Igbowo is now out. Nnamdi Kanu is in. The same ideology, the same agitation, reason, the same self-determination and realization. None of them is different. But Omotocho, proving to be from Southwest, is a tribal bigot, and he has radicalized, rascalized the Nigerian judiciary so that there is a special justice for Igbo man, there is another justice for Yoruba man. Every tribe in Nigeria has their own justice that is catching up with them if they actually contravene the law. So that's what it means. This time around, Mazi Nnamdi is still sitting Kankwe in Sokoto prison because of the system. The system that he has found himself in his native Nigeria country has kept him there. The oppression of Igbo man, subjugation of Igbo man started not this year, not last year, not in 10 years' time or period, but 56 years ago. Going to 60 years now, the Igbos are subjected to this mess. If you remove the 3 years of the war, that is when it is 56. But if you even additional with the 3 years of war, you are talking about 60 years. Yes, 60 years of Nigeria. After independence, the Igbo man are subjected to this kind of treatment, largely victimized in the northern region, that is 100% Muslim. And hatred of the Christianity as a religion by the North is what actually subjected the Igbos to this kind of unequal animosity and hostilities of these Sahel Arabs that invaded North Nigeria. See, let me tell you, Northern Nigeria shall brace it up that Igbo man is about going. No matter what the Arewa elders, Northern Elders Forum, are doing, we the Igbos are going. It is too late. Yes, having allowed the two superpower we have in the world, Israeli, State of Israel and America, Biafra has become a goner. No amount of consultation and the dialogue should stop Igbo from going. Time is running out fast because the Yoruba, the Fulani, the Hausa, they actually know that Igbo man has been neglected, over marginalized and oppressed for how many years? So now they are asking for dialogue. Dialoguing can never solve the problem. It is not time for dialogue again. It is time for exits. Exits is it. Exit of Republic of Biafra, that is being the object of discussion all over Africa, continent, America, and Asia. It is too late to ask Biafra for negotiation. Biafra is a country, 100% Igbos, all of them, the Jaws, every one of them, they are the Efik, the Bibio, the Idoma, the Gala, they are all Igbos, the Igede, they are all Igbos, the Kwale, all of them, the Bini, everybody. We are marching forward to work it out. Exit of Republic of Biafra from Nigeria is most imminent topicality in the House of American Congress. America has taken it upon themselves to give Igbo man Biafra because they have actually found that the Christian genocide going on in Nigeria, 99% are Igbos. The cleric, the pastors, the reverend father, they are the one paying the ultimate price. And they believe this time around, the American Jews, that we are their brothers and sisters living in Nigeria. And Nigeria is the worst place that Christians ever could, inhabit or live. Very dangerous for Christians because of the House of Fulani, dangerous, terrorists. They have hated the Igbos, the southeastern Nigeria that is still Christian people. That's why America and Israel are working hard, and I'm even eyeing Trump to hasten it up because they are coming into the towns, eliminating the whole Christians in the northern region. And coming down south could spell disastrous because it's going to lead to civil war. Why? Igbo man won't allow any murderous terrorists to invade Igbo land, slitting Igbo man throat. No, we can't take it. We are not going to take it. We are not taking it. We are looking forward for American-Israel collaboration for easier emancipation of Biafra. Biafra is coming. Thank you so much. Biafra is coming. Thank you for watching me. Thank you for watching me. Like me, share me, follow me. Subscribe from my YouTube channel today and hit the notification bell so that anytime I come on online, my YouTube channel is gonna pop up on your phones. Thank you, viewers. I love you all. You are highly respected, honored, and cherished. Thank you.